If nothing changes, nothing changes. You want to get stronger? Strengthen. You want to be more flexible? You want better balance? You want peace of mind? Do your yoga. That will help with all of those things. Hi, I'm Jan. This is 316 Yoga. This is your yoga from home, and I think that's the best part. You do it your way. You do it in the privacy of your own home. Maybe you got your own little studio set up. Life is good. Move your body. Do it from home. Do what you can with what you got. As the bottom of the screen says, do what's right for your body. You don't have to perform. You don't have to keep up with anybody else. You do what feels good for you. If it hurts, don't do it. Back out of it. If it's uncomfortable, you don't like it, don't do it. But maybe just breathe through it and just think through it. And you, before you know it, will get stronger and you will change, and you'll change for the better. All right, it's an hour-long practice. Every day we practice, and every day we practice differently. So check us out every day of the week. See what you like, see what you want to do. Work it into your schedule. It's the most important thing you can do is take time for yourself. Like I said, it's 1 hour long. If you stick around for just 10 minutes, that's totally fine. Do it your way. All right, it's a quick-paced practice today. So come on up to a standing position. And in your standing position, as you come on up, think about a stress number. All right, what's going on in your body? How do you feel in your body? What hurts? What doesn't hurt? Honor that. Give it a number. Scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10. What's going on? We're going to bring that number down. Stand up nice and straight. You can have a chair or a countertop nearby. Nothing wrong with that for balance. Let's take our power stance, a stance of confidence. Let's get that power foundation going in your practice. Hands to your hips, feet a little bit wider than hip-width distance apart. Take a deep breath in. And a big sighing breath out through your mouth. Start to rise on up onto the balls of your feet. Strengthen your feet, your foundation. Hold on to the tabletop if you want to. All right, here's a word to think about today, and the word is journey. Journey. Journey means progress from one place to another. You're on a journey. You're on a fitness journey. You're on an improving journey. Whatever you do, when I saw the word journey, I had to say, just don't stop believing, right? Don't stop believing in your ability. Don't stop believing in your ability to improve. You can always improve. You can always grow. You can always change. You just got to get up and do it. All right, so you're rising up onto the balls of your feet. Maybe stay up nice and tall like that Barbie doll foot. Hold on here. Be strong. Lengthen up. Think of strength. Think of rising up, crowning your head up to the sky. Hold on. Then come on down to your heels. Lift your toes up. Give them a wiggle. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out through your mouth. Sigh it out. Back and forth from the ball of the feet down to the heels, lifting the toes up, kind of waking up the ankles. All right. Settle in. Maybe bring your feet a little bit closer. Put your hands at your low back. Squeeze your elbows towards your spine. Look up to the sky. Take a little baby back bend. Nothing big. You're just warming up. Squeeze the elbows closer to the spine. Feel your heart opening up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Take a gentle fold forward. Put a little bend in your knees. Let your arms hang heavy. Now your eyes, they play into this too. If you're looking at your toes, try to look at your ankles. If you're looking at your ankles, try to look to your knees. If you're looking to your knees, try to look to your belly button. Let your head hang heavy. Shake your neck. Little bend in your knees might feel really good. Fingers don't have to touch the earth. Hands don't have to touch the earth. Just wiggle your shoulders. Loosen up, decompress your spine. Shake your neck. Then come to stillness. Roll your back up, roll your spine up, one vertebra at a time. Come on up, chin off your chin last. Come on up to standing. Take a gentle palm tree. Lift your arms high up to the sky. Interlace your fingers. Send your palms to the sky. Start to sway from side to side in your gentle palm tree pose. So lateral flexion, sideways movement of your spine. Just wake it on up. Let's finish here. Tee out your arms as you come back to the midline of your body. Start to draw little circles to the sides of your room. Breathe. Now another option, remember we talked about this the other day, it's to act as if you're skiing, like Nordic arms. Put a bend in your knees and ski. One arm forward, one arm back, knees bend. If you're doing the arm circles, get into the shoulders. Think of squeezing a lemon between your back shoulder blades. And then add in the knees too. Knees come down as the fingers go down. Arms go up and straight, knees straighten. Arm circles in the other direction because you can. And your arm circles don't have to be huge. Maybe today it's just little ones. Maybe today it's just a little bend in the knees. It's all good. Let's finish up. Let your arms float down by your sides. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. In through the nose, out through the mouth with a big sigh. Let's do a big coat swing. Start to sway your arms from side to side. Arms are heavy down by your sides, just gentle twists. Feel the twist in your waist. All right, you got to have a quote by Albert Einstein. And if Albert Einstein said it, it's got to be pretty smart, right? And all right, he said, the measure of intelligence is the ability to change. So what do you want to change? Because you're smart. You're doing your yoga. That's a start. What do you want to change? Change it. You've got the power. And hopefully it's your health. You're getting a little bit better, getting a little bit healthier, a little bit stronger by doing your yoga. All right, let's finish up. Come back to the midline of your body, ragdoll pose. Feet about hip width distance apart, hands to opposite elbow creases, fold forward. Put a little bend in your knees, that feels nice. No stress in the knees, don't lock your knees out. Same thing, gaze back to your ankles, your knees, or up towards your belly button. Decompress your spine, feel how good this feels in your low back. Elbows start to sway them toward one knee, then the other. In your ragdoll pose. Adjust your knees, adjust your feet about hip width distance apart, maybe a little wider to make room for your belly, no big deal. What you want to feel here is the sensation in your low back. Just a nice twisting motion, stretching out the low back, having gravity help you get there. Finish up, come back to the midline of your body, release your fingertips to the earth, walk your hands forward, come on down to your child's pose. In your child's pose today, you can have your knees together and big toes touching, or have your knees apart and your big toes are still touching. Sink your hips back to your heels. Arms can be down by your sides if you're in the classic child's pose with the knees together, or they can be reaching long to the top of the mat if you're in this wide-legged child's pose. Bring a block under your forehead if that feels good, and we've talked about the full-size blocks and half-size blocks. Use whatever feels nice. Maybe you bring your forehead all the way down to your mat. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Take a big breath out through your mouth. Child's pose. Think of your spine elongating. Think of your arms reaching down to the bottom of your mat or up to the top of your mat. Arms perhaps, if they're reaching toward the bottom of the mat, shoulders are away from the ears. If you're stretching and reaching forward to the top of the mat, you're getting a nice stretch, full range of motion in your shoulders. Engage what's called your Ujjayi Pranayama breath. To do that, close your lips and breathe in and out of your nose if you like it. That's the most efficient way to breathe. We're not supposed to be mouth breathers. We're supposed to breathe in and out through the nose. Build heat in your body and focus on your breath. Let the outside world go. Let all expectations go. And just move. No big deal. It's just yoga. Let it feel good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe this is the pose you're going to stay in for a while. Totally fine. Don't sweat it and don't judge yourself. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to slide my hands underneath my shoulders. I'm going to come on up to a neutral tabletop. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, tuck your toes under. Send your hips high to the sky. Heels are slightly lifted. Start to pedal them out. Feet are hip width distance apart. Adjust them. Hands are shoulder width distance apart. Look at them. See where they are. Fingers spread wide. Push into your hands. Think of your tailbone going high up to the sky. And shake your neck. Loosen it up. Every day, every practice, think of a clock. How a clock always resets, right? It's a new beginning, a new chance. Breathe. Make today your best day yet. It's the beginning of the rest of your life. Still your feet. Let your heels come down toward the earth. When you're ready, walk your feet up to meet your hands, or walk your hands back to meet your feet. Slowly lift your spine on up, rolling up one vertebra at a time. Come on up to a standing position. Bring your hands to prayer center. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Create your little mantra. What are you going to tell yourself today? I'm capable. I'm able. I'm strong. I'm pretty good. Whatever it is, a positive statement. Say it. Do it. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's go into our sun salutation A. All right, lift your arms high up to the sky, extended mountain. Take a big breath in. Exhale, big breath out. Fold forward, hands are at prayer center, fingers toward the earth. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins, wherever it takes to create a flat back. Now squeeze your shoulder blades together like you're squeezing a lemon. Lengthen through the crown of your head and your tailbone. Nice tabletop position. Exhale, come on down, hands to the mat. Let's do our first Chaturanga Dandasana. Come into a high plank. High plank, shoulders are over your wrists, feet are hip width distance apart. Push the earth away. Exhale, bend the elbows and come on down to a low plank. You know what? You could be on your knees. Try that if that feels better. From your low plank, when you're ready, do an upward facing dog. Maybe you're on your belly, tops of your feet are on your mat. Gaze forward, press into your hands. Time to take it to a down dog. We've been here already. Tuck your toes to your shins. Hips go high, press into your hands, pedal it out. Still your feet, walk your feet up to meet your hands or your hands back to meet your feet. Inhale, arms sweep up. Come on up to standing, extended mountain. Lengthen up. Exhale, hands to prayer center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, your back is flat. Exhale, bring your hands down to your mat. Take a variation that you like. Taking it on the knees is totally fine. High plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, press the earth away, upward facing dog. Take it on your knees if you want. Inhale, down dog, hips go high. Pedal it out, tailbone lifted, breathe. Still your feet, walk your feet up to meet your hands or your hands back to meet your feet. Inhale, arms go up, extended mountain. Find length, lengthen up through your fingertips. Exhale, hands through prayer center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands on your mat, walk them forward. Maybe you decide to come back to downward facing dog, totally fine. I'm gonna go high plank to low plank. Pressing the earth away, tops of the feet on the mat, upward facing dog. Feet to a natural position. Hips go high, down dog, pedal it out. Still your feet, walk your feet to meet your hands or your hands to meet your feet. Inhale, rise up, extended mountain. Lengthen. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Come back to your little mantra. Take a deep breath in. And your deep breath out. Let it go. Let's come into a chair pose. Bend your knees. Send your bottom back like you're going to sit in a chair. Wake up those big quadriceps. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. You could be holding onto a chair. You could be reaching forward. Lengthen through the arms perhaps. Settle into your bottom. Lengthen and settle in. Chair pose. Hold it here. Good and strong. Let's take it to a sun B. Hands to prayer center, straighten the knees, fold forward, look back to your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Been here before, you know this one. Squeeze the lemon between the shoulders. Exhale, plant your hands on your mat. Feet go back, hinge forward, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. Exhale, sweep it through to your low lunge. So the right foot is in between the two front hands. Come on up to standing. Plant your back foot down at a 90 or 45 degree angle. Right knee bends. Right knee over right ankle. Maybe wiggle your toes more forward to work your thigh a little more parallel to the earth. Arms tee out. Take a big breath in. Settle in. Take a big breath out. Stay in the action. Don't worry about the results. Little movements will get you there. Hold on. Sink on down. Warrior pose. Shoulders over the hips. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Exhale, soften up. And maybe come into those legs a little bit more. Squeeze the mat energetically, but like you're squeezing to bring your legs toward the midline. Squeeze, feel the activation in your thighs. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, settle. Turn your head, look over your right fingers, look over your right middle finger. Inhale, lengthen up, exhale, reach. Then tick-tock your arms, 6 and 12. Press your right arm into your thigh, left arm goes high. Straighten, stretch like arms of a clock. Reach up. Inhale, come on up, reverse warrior. Right arm goes high, left arm goes low. Hi, Betty. Hi, Stan. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Roger. Hi, Tyrone. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Rita. All right, reach your arm to the back of the room. Keep your low body as if it were in cement. All right, now tee out your arms, something a little different. Your feet, your arms are teed out, keep them that way. Bring both feet parallel to the short sides of your mat. Pasarita Padahastasana. Remember this one? Bring your arms to a capital letter X. Wiggle your hips because you can. Tee out your arms again. Lengthen up to the crown of your head. Exhale, fold forward. When you get nice flat back, take your hands, grab your calves, look between your legs. Hold on here. Breathe. Tee out your arms. Rise on up. All right, when you're ready, turn your left foot to the short side of the mat. So your toes are pointing to the short side of the mat. Adjust your back foot a little bit. Sink on into that left knee. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, settle in. We're going to take our warrior two pose here. Again, lengthen up and look to the left. Exhale, reach to the left. Tick-tock, 6 and 12. Fingers reach to the top and the bottom. Look up towards your right hand. Inhale. Right arm comes down. Left arm goes up. Reverse warrior. When you're ready, tee out your arms. Turn your feet so the short sides of your feet are to the short sides of your mat. Bring your arms into a big capital letter X. Give your hips a little wiggle. Tee out your arms again and hinge forward. Reach around, capture your calves, your ankles. Hold on, your arms are strong here. Pull on the arms, reach, look to the back of your room. Inhale, rise on up with a flat back and arms teed out. Send your right foot to the right again. Sink on down, breathe. Look over your right fingers, take a big breath in and a big breath out. Reach your right fingers to the front of the room and then tick-tock again, 6 and 12. Look up to your left hand, look down to your right hand. Check out your right knee, is it over the ankle? Breathe, lengthen, stretch, look up. Maybe that left hand that's reaching high, reach it to the front of the room. Breathe. Reach the left arm back up high to the sky. Take your reverse warrior. Come on up. Keep your low body low as if it were in cement. Left hand goes down your left leg. Right arm goes up, up, up to the sky. Reach that right arm to the back of the room. When you're ready, cartwheel your arms, Chaturanga Dandasana. Hands come down, surround the right front foot. Right foot goes back to meet the left. High plank, low plank. Push the earth away, upward facing dog. Tuck your back feet, downward facing dog. All right, pedal it out a little bit here. As you pedal it out, keep your hips high, shake your neck. Let's do the other side. Still your feet. Lift your left leg high. Exhale, sweep it through, low lunge. Rise on up to your warrior two. Check out your feet. Left toes pointing to the short side of the mat. Right foot is planted. Bend into that left knee. Wiggle the toes more forward to get even lower if you want. Arms tee out, lengthen up. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, lengthen up. Strong warrior. Reach your fingers more to the edges of the room. Sink on down, squeeze the mat together with your energetic inner thighs. Look to the left. Exhale, reach to the left. Tick-tock, 6 and 12. Right arm goes up, left arm goes down. Reverse warrior. Right arm comes down, left arm goes up. Come back to your starting position. Shoulders over hips, arms tee out, left foot, toes come forward, so all 10 toes are facing toward the screen. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, take your arms. So exhale. Inhale, take your arms, rise on up to a big capital letter X shape. Exhale, tee out your arms. Hinge forward, Pasarita Padahastasana. Grab your calves. Pull. Look between your legs. Tee out your arms. Inhale, rise on up. Turn your left toes toward the left side of your mat. Reach and exhale to the left. Tick-tock your arms, 6 and 12. Look up. Now reach the right arm to the back, to the front of the room. Inhale, come on up to to your reverse warrior. Left arm goes up, left arm goes to the back of the room. Tee out your arms. Turn your toes so they're facing the front of the room. Pasarita, Padahastasana. Big capital letter X to begin as you inhale. Exhale, arms tee out. Inhale, hinge forward, reach for your calves, your thighs, your ankles, whatever you can reach. When you're ready, flat back brings you on up. Tee out your arms, lengthen up. Exhale, turn your foot, right foot to the front of the mat. Reach your right arm forward. Tick-tock, 6 and 12. Reach up, look up, and reach down. Don't look down, look up. Inhale, rise on up, reverse warrior. Arm reaches to the back of the room. Cartwheel your arms, Chaturanga Dandasana. Hands come down, right foot goes back to meet the left. Take your high plank variation, maybe on your knees. High plank, low plank, press the earth away. Upward facing dog, again, maybe on your knees. Gaze forward, tuck your back feet, lift your hips high. Send your hips high, pedal it out. Breathe. Walk your feet to meet your hands or your hands to meet your feet. Sweep your arms up. Come on up to an extended mountain pose. Reach. Come into your chair pose. Bend your knees. Reach the arms forward. Sink your hips back. Nice big bend in the knees. Sending your bottom back as if you're going to go sit in a little teeny tiny chair right behind you. Reach your arms forward. Sink low. Reach your arms forward, sink lower. Maybe you're holding on to a chair, totally fine. If you're doing that, challenge yourself a little bit more. Maybe take your hips a little lower. Reach, and then finish. Hands to prayer center, straighten your legs, fold forward. Toe heel your feet hip width distance apart. Wiggle your knees. Time for ragdoll. Hands to opposite elbow creases, start to sway from side to side. Got our sun A done. We got our sun B done. We are ready to do some core stuff. Come back to the midline of your body. Bring your hands down to your mat. Bend your knees. Come on down. Let's come on to our bottoms. Maybe grab a drink in the process. And let's do those 3 little core things that we normally do. All right, all warmed up. Life is good. Bend your knees. First, core position we're going to take is the Supta Baddha Konasana position. Soles of the feet touch, knees open wide. Maybe this is where you stay. Take your hands to prayer center. Tell yourself your mantra. Lengthen up to the crown of your head. And as you're ready, slowly come on down. Slowly, slowly. You know how slowly you want to do. You know how slowly you can do. We do plank pose just about every practice, today included. And in your plank pose, you're strengthening your core. So your core is strong. Don't sweat it. You've got this. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Let it go. All right, here's an option. If you want to keep your legs like this and just bring your arms down to your mat, bring your elbows to shoulder height, let your forearms be parallel to the sides of your mat, and strike a goddess pose right here, like goalpost arms. I'm going to do Supta Baddha Konasana sit-ups. Again, going for that core. Bend the elbows, placing the fingers lightly at your temples. Elbows are back. They're on the mat. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, peel your shoulders on up. Maybe breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth here to let some heat go. You decide what feels right for you. Little lifts, little lowers, up on the exhale, down on the inhale. Keeping the elbows and knees opened good and wide, little teeny sit-ups. Think about your core. Keep it strong. Keep it engaged. When you're done, come on down. Let's bend our knees and bring the knees back to the midline of your body. You can keep the soles of your feet on your mat, and you can lift up through the shoulders as you exhale. You can twist your left elbow towards your right knee, then your right elbow towards your left knee. It's all good. Then alternate. See how you like that. Another option would be to keep your shoulders down and lift your legs up, knees over your hips, and pedal. Pedal through your heels as if you were on a recumbent bike. Breathe. Most important part, breathe. You got it. How does this feel? Keep your tailbone down. How does it feel on your low back? It's plenty of a workout. Add it all together by bringing your fingertips lightly back to your temples. Peel your shoulders on up, and as your knees are moving, take the opposite elbow toward the opposite knee. Drive through the other extended leg. Or straighten both legs and give them a kick like they're scissors. And then let's finish. Legs come down, legs go long, fingers go high overhead. Stretch it out in a stick pose. Reach your fingers long, point your toes far to the bottom of your mat. Breathe. Time for boat pose, Navasana. Bring your hands down by your sides, bend your knees, and here's what you can do. You can take your hands behind your knees, low on the hamstrings behind your leg. Rock and roll up, if that's okay with you. You know your bone strength. Check with your doctor if you have osteoporosis or osteopenia. You don't want to be rocking on your spine. Check with her or him and see what they recommend. All right. Rocking back and forth on the spine if it feels okay with you. Keep your spine young and energized and mobile. Let's make our way up to seated. Once seated, let's do boat pose. If you want to use your strap and you know how to do that, go for it. I'll show you another day, so come back and I'll show you another day how to use your strap. All right, hands are behind your knees. Lean on back as if you're in a beach chair. Drag your heels on up towards your bottom. Lift through the chest. Hold on here. Back is flat. Maybe lift your legs up. You know, shins can be parallel to the sky, totally good. Hold it here. You can straighten your legs if you want. Hold on. Then maybe remove your hands. Reach your fingers outside the legs toward the bottom of your mat, or up toward where the ceiling and the wall meet, or up overhead. Lift through the chest. Hold on in your boat pose. Breathe. Hands to prayer center. Put a little bend back in your knees. Now row the boat. One elbow dips toward the earth, other elbow toward the other side, like rowing a boat, right? Breathe, breathe, breathe. Stay in the action. Get out of the results. Don't worry. Maybe your feet are down. Maybe you're taking it a little kinder, a little gentler. It's all good. Modify for you. All right, there's your rowing of the boat. Bend your knees. Hug them in. Hug your heels closer to your bottom. Try to wrap your forearms around your shins. Lengthen up. Little cosmic egg position. Tuck your chin, your forehead towards your knees. Roll into a little yogi ball. Now maybe press on up to your toes or take the weight out of your feet all together and find some balance here. Tight, concise, core is engaged, you are strong. Find your balance. Plant your feet on your mat. Crisscross at the ankles. Let's meet back in a downward facing dog. All right, send your hips high. Feet hip width distance apart. Hands shoulder width distance apart. Pedal it out. Let's sneak in a Chaturanga Dandasana if you want, or stay here and pedal through your down dog. I'm going to go to a high plank. Down to a low plank. Remember, knees are always an option. Press the earth away. Come onto the tops of your feet. Gaze forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg kicks high. Exhale, sweep it through to a low lunge. We've been here before. Right foot in between your two front hands. Come on up to standing. Keep looking at your right foot. All 10 toes are pointing to the front of your room. Sink on down in your knees. Take it slowly. Try to work your right thigh parallel to the earth. Hold on here. Arms lift up, or you can keep them at prayer center. Maybe you hold on to your hips or hold on to your chair. Back leg, if you want, you can bring it down to your knee. Totally fine. You decide. High to the sky and hold here. Breathe. Little baby back bend feels good. Hands back to prayer center. When you're ready, take a twist. Left elbow outside of the right knee. Hands are stacked on top of each other. Right, and elbows are stacked too. Breathe. Look at your right toes. Exhale, settle in. Look to the right corner of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, settle in. Maybe look to the right of your room as you twist and settle in. Or maybe look over your elbow or your shoulder. Finish up. Gaze back towards your right toes. Hands to prayer center. Come down to your back knee if you're not already there and grab a block. Bring the block to the top of the mat. Send your left leg long on your mat and wiggle your right toes to the top right corner of your mat. Left leg is long and straight. Adjust. You're feeling it in the right hip here. Perhaps you take the right foot and open it onto the pinky edge side of the foot. Hold it here. Hands can be on your mat. Hands can be on your block. Forearms can be on the block, or forearms can come down to your mat. You do what you like in your runner's lunge. Now let's come out of it. Press into your hands. Send the right foot back to meet the left. Come on back to a high plank. High plank, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left leg kicks high. Exhale, sweep it through, low lunge. Rise on up to a standing position. Put a bend in your knees. Hold on to your table, your countertop, your chair, whatever feels good. Work that knee close to the earth or onto the earth. Arms lift, inhale, lengthen. Take a baby back bend. Hands back to prayer center. As you exhale and settle in. Twist time. Right elbow outside of the left knee. Hands stack, elbows stack, lengthen and twist. Lengthen and twist. Lengthen and twist. Hands back to the center of the foot. Come down to that back knee if you're not already there. Wiggle your left toes up to the top left corner of the mat. Right leg goes long and straight on your mat. Hands inside of the left foot. Open up the left foot onto the pinky edge side if that feels good. Press into your hands. Press into a block. Or press your forearms into the block. Or press your forearms into the earth. Breathe in, breathe out. Hands back, flat on the mat. Left leg goes back to meet the right. Come into your downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Downward facing dog, tailbone high to the sky. Shake your neck. Kick your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, sweep it through to a low lunge. Rise on up. Let's do it again. Arms go high. Bend in the knees, lengthen up, take a baby back bend. Hands to prayer center, left elbow outside of the right knee. This time open up your arms. Both arms are open wide, twist. Come back to prayer center, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Settle into the back left knee. Come on down, hands to the mat. Send your right leg back to meet the left. Do a side plank. Right arm presses into the mat. Shoulder over wrist, left leg goes long. Stay on your bottom knee if you like. Lift the back leg up. You can take your legs long and come into your side plank in a classic variation. Left arm lifts, arms are in one straight line. Look up to your left hand, finish. Hands come down, hips go high, pedal it out. Left leg kicks high. Left leg sweeps forward. Inhale, rise up. All 10 toes forward, arms lift. Bend into that back knee, take it slowly. Maybe all the way down, you decide. Lengthen up, take a baby back bend. Back to the sky, hands go. Maybe sink a little lower. Hands to prayer center. Breath in, breath out. Settle in, soften the shoulders. Right elbow outside of the left knee. Arms open up. Look to the left, look up, breathe. Hands back to prayer center. Hands come down inside the foot. Let's do a side plank on this side. Left arm is your foundation. Left knee, you can be on it. Right leg goes long. Right arm goes up. Lengthen, breathe. You got it. If you want, remember, legs can go long. You can kickstand them side by side. Press the ankles together if you want. Arms go high, hips lift. Breathe in, breathe out. You got it. Hand comes down, hips go high. Pedal it out. Walk your feet to meet your hands, or your hands back to meet your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Shoulders are long. Breathe. Exhale, fold forward, little bend in the knees. Inhale, arms sweep up, extended mountain. Let's do some balancing. Let's start with tree pose. Hands to prayer center. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, soften up in the shoulders. Tree pose, classic pose. Root into your left leg, bend your right. Open the right knee to the side of the room. Hold on to a chair if you want. Sole of the right foot inside the left. Maybe the right heel touches the inside of the left ankle. Maybe it comes a little higher. Maybe it comes higher still. Press the foot into the leg and leg into the foot. Relax your hips. More easily said than done, right? All right, hold on to the chair if you want. Grow your branches if you want. Lots of if you wants. If you like it, do it. Press the foot into the leg. Look to where your ceiling and the wall meet. Push the leg back into the foot. Hold on here, sway your branches. Hands back to prayer center. Guide the knee to the front of the room. Take that right foot. Step out really far. Take your hands behind your low back. Interlace your fingers so your thumbs are touching right at the great divide there. Go ahead and send your shoulders back. Lift the weight out of your back leg. A little up or not very much. You can kickstand it. Put a little softness in your right knee. Hinge forward if you like. Look down to your right toes. Lift your hands, interlaced fingers off of your low back, up toward the sky. Left leg lifts, toppling tree. Bring your left foot to meet your right. Hands back to prayer center. Do your mantra. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. We got another leg to do. Root into your right foot. Toppling or tree on the other side. Open up the left knee. Hang out here. Totally fine. Hang out right here. Balance a little bit or a lot. You make the call. Foot wherever you like, just not on the knee. Maybe the branches grow. Maybe they sway. Look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. It really helps. Breathe in your tree with the swaying branches because you've got good balance. Hands back to prayer center. Take a deep breath in. Softening breath out. Let the knee of the left leg guide toward the front of the room. Let the left leg step out really far. Let's do our toppling tree. Hands interlaced behind your low back. Even that, I think, feels really good right through the upper chest. All right, thumbs at your low back. Shoulders are open. Take a hinge forward onto that soft left knee. Right leg lifts a little or a lot. No problem. Holding on to a chair. You decide what works best for you today. And every day is different. Lift the leg, lift the hands, look to the foot, look to the knee. Finish. Right foot meets left. Hands back to prayer center. There's your toppling tree. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Eagle pose. Garandasana. Maybe at this point you're sitting in a chair. Totally fine. You can still do eagle pose. All right, here's the deal. If you're not sitting in a chair, act as if you are. Bend your knees. Remember chair pose? Bend your knees, sink the weight back into your hips. Arms can reach long to the front of your room. Hold it here, stay right here. Now you can take your hands, you could put them on opposite shoulders, keep them at prayer center, always a good place to be. Hold on here. Let's take the body in half. Let's do the legs first. I'm gonna lift the right leg up, cross over the midline of the body. Top of the right foot, I'm gonna hook it behind my left calf. I'm gonna still sit low and stay here. I'm gonna sweep my right arm under my left, bring my palms to touch, squeeze my elbows down. You could do just the top half of the body. You could do just the low half of the body. You decide, squeeze. Release the arms, release the leg, come up to standing extended mountain. Lengthen. Let everything go. Wiggle your fingers. It's all good. All right, chair pose again. Other side. Reach the fingers, sink low. Remember your hand position alternatives to opposite shoulders, prayer center. You decide, hold on here. This time I'm gonna have the foundation be my right leg, lift my left leg up, cross my legs, squeeze high in the upper inner thighs, bring the back of the foot behind the calf. Hands can stay at prayer center if you like, or I'm gonna sweep the left arm under the right, palms together to touch, squeezing the elbows down, looking over the fingers, sitting low and looking forward. Nice, tight, concise, eagle pose, Garandasana. When you're ready, let's let the foot come down. Arms go high, extended mountain. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, soften up. Dancer pose. This is a fun one. All right, so stay here if you want in your extended mountain. Shoulders are soft, away from the ears. Don't squeeze them up tight. Lengthen up your right hand. Take your right hand, start to do big circles to the back of the room. Soften in your knees. Left arm reaches high. Weight into the left leg. Weight out of the right leg. And in anticipation of this, lift the right leg up. Take the right hand when it comes down and capture all 5 fingers inside the right foot. Bring the knees back to the midline and lengthen up. Start to kick into your back right hand. Use your left arm as a counterbalance as you hinge forward. Kick into your back foot. Reach, kick to the back of the room, kick high to the sky, stretch, reach, finish. Foot comes down, both arms go back up, another side to do. Root into your feet, arms reach up, left arm, circle it back, circle it back. Maybe that's where you stay today. You know, it's all in layers, right? No big deal. When you're ready, weight into the right foot, left hand comes down, captures the inside of the left foot, knees go back together at the midline because I know they wiggled apart. Lift out of your right hand, kick into your left, reach, stretch, kick back, kick up, reach, finish. Left foot meets right, hands back to prayer center. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Your mantra, what is it? Nobody knows what it is. Make it super duper fabulous, like I am the best. Why not? Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins, back is flat. Exhale, hands down to your mat. Send your legs back. Come into a high plank. You know this one. Come into a low plank as you exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Push the earth away. Exhale, tuck your toes. Send your hips high. Down dog, pedal it out, shake your neck. Right leg, kick it high to the sky. Higher than that, kick it really good and high. Exhale, when you're ready, bring the right knee behind the right wrist. Time for half pigeon, Ekapada Rajakapatasana. Left leg goes long and straight on your mat. Take your right foot and bend your shin, or move your shin so it's a little more parallel to the top of the mat. Use one of your blocks to put it under your right glutes to keep your hips equal distant to the mat. Press into your hands and look forward, or bend your elbows and come on down. Maybe hands are on top of each other and you place your head there. Big stretch in the hips. Left leg is long and straight, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, soften in the hips, soften in the shoulders. We'll do this pose longer in our restorative practice on Thursday and Sunday. So, great pose for the hips. We women tend to hold tension in our hips way too much. This is a pose, and when you first come into it, you think, oh, this isn't going to alleviate tension, but it does. The longer you stay, the better it gets. I'll prove it to you on Thursday. All right, press into your hands. Come on up, straighten the arms, remove the block, tuck your back left toes under. Send your right leg back to meet the left high in the air, 3-legged down dog, shake it out, move it any way you like. Plant the right foot next to the left, pedal your feet, shake your neck. Other side, left leg kicks high. Exhale, sweep the left leg through, bringing the left knee behind the left wrist. Sink on down, right leg long, bring your shin a little more parallel to the top of the mat. Block under the left glutes. Woo! Keep the hips even. Oh gosh, I don't like that block because it makes me do it right. Press into your hands. Maybe bend your elbows. Come on down, hands on top of your head. Or no, head on top of your hands. That's better. Lengthen through your right leg. Feel the depth of the stretch in your hip. Breathe in. Maybe sigh it out. Feel your shoulders go away from your ears as you sigh it out, and feel all the breath go to that left hip as you're creating space there so you can move better today when you go for your walk. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. All right, let's come out of this half pigeon pose. Press into your hands, remove the block from behind your bottom. Tuck your back right toes, left leg goes back to meet the right, shake it out any way you want. When you're ready, come back to your downward facing dog. Push your hips to the sky, push into your hands, pedal it out, and breathe. Finish. Still your feet, hinge forward, high plank, just for a second. Bend your elbows and lower all the way down to your belly. Once you're on your belly, hands are underneath your collarbones. Legs zip up, press the tops of your feet into your mat, elbows up toward the sky. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, settle in. Let's do Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana. Push the tops of your feet into your mat. As you inhale, gaze down your nose and lift up in the shoulders. Little press in the hands. Maybe come up to the fingertips. Maybe no weight in the hands at all. Squeeze the elbows toward the spine. Push the tops of your feet into your mat. It's hard to do. Squeeze the elbows down towards your feet. Lift. And then finish. Come all the way down. Bring your left cheek to the mat. Arms down by your sides. Shoulders away from the ears. Take a breath. Whew. Back to the center with the head. Let's do floor bow, Dhanurasana. Bend your knees. You could use your strap here if you want, or no strap at all. Just, kick your heels toward your bottom. I'm going to reach my hands back, capture the outsides of my ankles with my hands. Those knees wiggled apart again, just like they do in Dancer. Wiggle them back to the midline. Heels drawn towards your bottom. Open up through the chest. When you're ready, kick into your hands. Kick into your hands, lift, gaze down your nose, lift, maybe balance on your pelvis, lift, kick harder, and then finish. Come on down. Arms down by your sides. Whew, let it go. Turn your head, right cheek on your mat. Arms are long, down by your sides. Breathe. Chin back to the center. Hands under your collarbones. Push on through, up through straightened arms. Straighten them up and soften in your glutes. Gaze down your nose in your seal pose. Come on back to a standing on your knees position. Knees under your hips, hips under your shoulders, hands to your low back. Push your belly forward. Look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Maybe, for a little comfort and stability, take a block between your ankles. Give it a good squeeze. Hold it here. Know that you're stable. Camel pose. You can stay right here. Maybe you reach your hands towards your block. Maybe you reach your hands towards your heels. Look up, look to the back of the room where the ceiling and the wall meet. Place your hands on your low back. Bring your shoulders back, up over your hips. Remove the block. Have a seat in Thunderbolt. So have a seat on your heels. So that helps strengthen your spine. Cobra pose, bow pose, and your camel pose help strengthen the spine. You need a strong spine. Take a deep breath in, hands to prayer center. Repeat your mantra. Deep breath out, let it go. Let's wind down. Bring your legs long onto your mat. Inhale, arms go high. Be full of gratitude. Be thankful. Lengthen up. Exhale, reach forward. Toes are going up toward the sky. Fingers are reaching to the front of your room. Arms are parallel to each other. Maybe capture your feet, your ankles. Hug them on in. Fold on forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, belly to the spine. Fold more forward. Inhale, come on up, shoulders over your hips. Let's bend our knees and let's come on down for a bridge pose. All right, you're down. Bring your shoulder or your eye shade or your towel up near your shoulders. Feet are on your mat. Bridge pose, hips go high. Tuck your shoulder blades toward your spine. Arms down by your sides. Lift high out of your hips. When you're ready, roll your spine down one vertebra at a time. Left leg, send it long on your mat. Drive the heel a couple inches longer to the bottom of your mat. Hands capture your underneath your right knee as you hug it in. You got mobility in your hips. We did half pigeon. We did a nice lunge. Your hips are more mobile. Circle your foot in one direction, then the other. Supine twist. Left hand takes the right knee across the midline of your body. Right arm tees out. Gaze goes right. Hip comes down, hug the knee in again, circle your ankle this way and that. You gotta have a strong foundation, and it begins in your feet. Right leg meets left on the mat. Right heel goes a couple more inches to the bottom of the mat. Left leg scoots on up, interlaced fingers, hug the left knee in. Maybe this is where you stay. Circle the ankle this way and that. Right hand takes the left knee across the midline of the body. Left arm tees out. Look to the left. Left hip comes down. Hug the knee in again and take advantage of circling those ankles. Left leg goes long to meet the right on the mat. Bend both knees, dragging the heels up towards your bottom. Left hand captures under left knee. Right hand under right knee. Rock from side to side. Take it as far as you want to rock it. Nobody's next to you, no big deal. All right, bring your hands inside your calves, inside your ankles, or capture inside your heels. Happy baby pose, Ananda Balasana. Straighten one leg while you're holding on to those heels or your ankles, and then bend the other leg. And then alternate with the bending and the straightening. All right, send your heels both high to the sky. Take your hands inside your calves and push your legs open. Maybe push your hands onto your thighs and open up there. Legs back together at the midline. Bend your knees. Legs go long on your mat. Final Shavasana pose. All right, arms down by your sides. Shoulders away from your ears. Wiggle your shoulder blades closer to your spine. Legs, a little bit of a spread there. Heels on the mat. Pinky toes. Externally rotate the hips so your pinky toes come toward the mat. Palms face up. Give your fingers a wiggle. Soften in the eyebrows. Cover your eyes with your shade or your towel. Let it go. You did a lot. Don't focus on anything now but your breath. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Soften your jaws. Remove the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Relax the area all around your eyes. It's just your breath. Deep breaths. Deep breath in. Feel your belly rise up to the sky like there's a basketball in there. And exhale. Let your belly button go back to touch your spine. Let it feel like that as you fully exhale. Softness in the face, softness in the breath, and kindness in your heart. Kindness toward you. You got to be kind to you before you can be kind to others. Be proud of yourself today for what you did. You moved, and that's a good thing. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. If you got your remote nearby, you can hit pause and stay here in your final Shavasana pose longer. This is one of the most important poses of the practice. It's finding a time of conscious relaxation with the mind free from obstructions. If it's time to carry on with your day, start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Circle the ankles again whenever you can. Circle the wrists too. Inhale, reach high overhead and stretch it out like it's a first good morning stretch before you even get out of your bed. Wiggle your hips, reach your arms, bend your knees and your elbows and come into a fetal position onto one side or the other. Rest your head, let it be heavy. Top shoulders away from the ears. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. As you're ready, press on up or don't press up. Use your strong core. Come on up to a seated position. Sit however is comfortable for you. Hands to prayer center, always a good place to be. And I think that must be her cue to come here. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Sigh it out. Let the shoulders be soft. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. You're strong. Exhale, slowly let it go. Blink your eyes open. You did it. Congratulations. You did it. However you did it, you did it. Come back every day. Tomorrow's a different day, of course, and tomorrow we get different kind of practice. Check us out every day, Facebook, YouTube. Stress number, what was it? More importantly, what is it? It's down, it's working, your yoga's doing good things. All right, message for today, never stop changing, never stop growing, never stop. Don't stop. All right, from us to you, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Love you, see you tomorrow. Bye. Hi, girl. Good girl. Grow, grow, grow. Don't stagnate. Don't stay stuck. Unstuck yourself. Come do your yoga every single day. Put a smile on your face and enjoy it and have fun and know all the good things that it's doing for you. And you know it is. Tell your friends about those good things. Tell them to come and join us with our yoga also. They do it from the privacy of their own home. It's free for anybody and everybody. They can do it. Yes, they can. Tell them about all the good things it's done for you. If you'd like to support our broadcast, you can visit our website website is www.316yoga.com. Check us out. Remember to grow and stick with your yoga. See you on your mats tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye.